what was sort of your journey and pathway into creating content and like involving yourself into the level that you are now today?
What's crazy is Twitter, I think, is what kind of started me like wanting to do more 49ers related content. But this was back when like Twitter became a thing and 49er fans started to go on it and beat writers started to share 49ers news on it. Like in the prime of
The
Twitter,
good old
like
days.
the good old days. So back then I did start a 49ers fan account. Some of you may know it as 49ers Hub. Uh,
That
so I,
was you?
I started that, yeah. And
Whoa.
yeah, it grew to like a point that I felt like it was too much at the time for me to like even take on. Because it's a lot of work to stay up to date on that stuff and keep other people up to date. So back then I was like, no, like I'm going to take a step back. So then, some other good people took it over. Shout out Cal B because he was one of those guys. Scott as well. Evan, those guys. Uh, but yeah, so like after that, after like stepping away from it, I kind of just was on Twitter as a fan only, and I wasn't doing any like content or anything like that. Always like involved though, like but not known to the extent I guess I am right now. It was like Javi who actually approached me on Twitter and was like, "Hey, like I'm thinking back then it was 49ers GM or 49ers
Yep.
Goldmine,
Yep.
that site that he put together, and he wanted to have like a network of like different content creators and whatnot. So he was thinking putting together like a female 49ers podcast. So he had Angie on it, and he was thinking me as the other person. So we started that. That's what became 49 Carats podcast. At first, it was like me and her. For like a year and a half is when we did it, and that really is what started me being back into content creation. And I never imagined myself to be like a podcaster. I didn't listen to podcasts. I would say I'm not even good at like speaking, or like I don't find myself entertaining. uh so like it's been this process of me like trying to get better at it like over time. But yeah, so it's been a fun journey, and now I'm here with you, and I've met some great people through all this, so I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, shout out Javi. Really, really great dude. Shout out Angelina Martin.
Yes,
And
I was wondering where the clap was. I was like, whoa,
no,
cricket.
that's the audience. Yeah, yeah. No, don't worry. They're being patient. And shout out to you because first of all, you got a great voice for podcast, video, and on top of that, you're just excellent.